back to Great Northwest Weaponry. This is Thomas, and today we're doing something a little different. This video is going to be a supercut of guns that have left my collection over the last 3 years. We've got footage of every gun that has come and gone in that period of time. I actually had the idea for this video today, as I no longer own an FN Model 1910. You may have noticed there's kind of a conspicuous hole right over there where it usually sits. Every time I've gotten rid of a gun, there's been a reason. With the FN 1910, I was specifically because I could not take the gun apart to clean it. It had been damaged by a previous owner. We went over that at length in the videos that we've done involving the gun. But most of this video is going to be a supercut of footage of guns that, I guess you could call it the guns that got away. Some of them I regret, one in particular, but you know, we'll just let it roll, and we'll do a little outro at the end of this, and I am going to play you a pretty little song on the mandolin while we reminisce about guns that are no longer with us. Then we'll do a little recap at the end. We are looking at our first real antique piece, the Merlin and Hulbert second model Frontier. I hope you found this interesting. I thought it would make for kind of a cool video, just looking back over, again, the guns that got away. And I was actually shocked when I was going through my videos and looking at it, there were 11 of them. And every time I've ever sold or traded a gun, it was always for a reason. There's always been, you know, something that I got out of the exchange. If I'm not mistaken, one of the guns that I sold actually got me the mandolin that you heard me playing over the course of that montage. Most recently, the FN 1910, I traded it back to the Warfront, who I bought it from initially, actually, for a World War II 1911 holster for my Colt that I got here recently, also from them, and a Bad Mustache Man youth knife. That's going to be an interesting one when I go to do a video on that. YouTube kind of hates that particular horrible human being's name, and I mean, I guess I don't really blame them for disliking it, but I mean, come on. It's really hard to talk about history without bringing up literally the most notorious dictator in the history of the world, and a lot of people who do bring him up or mention his name wind up getting a strike. So I guess we'll see what happens when I go to do that video. I'm actually kind of curious. I probably won't wait too long before I do that one. It's also got some really interesting history behind it. But that's what I got for the FN 1910. There have been, again, there were 11 of them total, and I'm surely not going to remember them all here, but some of them I sold because they didn't really fit my collection, like the Colt Police Positive. I kind of regret selling that one. The Merwin and Holbert was the same idea, but that one also was unfireable. Like, I could have theoretically put bullets in it and they would have gone off, but they would have probably blown the gun up in my hand. That thing was in rough condition. Made for an interesting video, and then I sold it and used the money to fund, I think, the FN 1922, actually. Speaking of the FN 1910, the 1922 is a direct evolution of it. The one that I truly regret is the Winchester P14. I don't remember for certain what I used the money from that trade to purchase, but that one haunts me. Going over a couple of the others, the Enfields, there were actually 3 Enfields total. There was 2 #1 Mark IIIs. One of them, I just didn't really like the condition of it. It was kind of a mix and match of World War I and II, and I didn't like the buttstock of it was a really, really dark wood, and then the whole fore end was light, except for a couple of patch repairs. And I mean, it's part of the gun's history, but there were just things about that one that I didn't really like. And the one that I had before that was in all 1917 condition, the stock snapped right down the middle on the belly of the gun the first time I ever shot it. We actually went over that in that particular video. Walther PPQ 45, that gun was traded straight across for a Australian contract Webley Mark VI, of which is why I then sold my Enfield Mark VI, of which funded, I think, 2 guns, because those are quite valuable. I think that got me my K31 and something else. It may have been a pistol. I don't remember for certain. Yeah, there have been others. The Dickinson Ermox XXPA 12 was an easy one to get rid of because that gun kind of sucks. I bought it on a whim, and I pretty much wished I hadn't as soon as I did, but I didn't lose a lot of money on that deal either. It wound up not being too bad. When I went to sell the gun, gun prices had just went bananas because of everybody panic buying, so I actually recovered most of my investment on that one, if not all of it. I actually think I might have even recovered more than all of it. I remember selling it to a pawn shop, and I don't think they came out on top of that exchange. But anyway, yeah, that's where we sit. Those are the guns that you have seen on the channel that belong to me specifically, that I no longer own. It's a little depressing, actually. And if you find the cowboy hat odd, it's been seen before recently, and it will probably be seen again because I like cowboy hats. What are you going to do about it? It's my channel. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the video. Let me know if you'd like to see more kind of montage videos like this. It was actually pretty easy to do. It only really required me shooting a forward and afterward, and then a lot of cutting and editing. There was a lot of cutting and editing that went into this, a lot more so than I usually do. But also let me know, do you like the music overlays like what I did there? I do quite enjoy playing my mandolin. I know a good little bit of music on it. I felt that particular song, The Gale from The Last of the Mohicans, if you don't know, it's the main title theme for the movie, and that is one of my favorite movies of all time. If you'd like to see some more stuff like that, just in overlays, I'm not really gonna, this is a gun channel, not a music channel, but may experiment with music overlays, maybe for an intro and outro to the videos going forward. I think that would be a kind of a good way to boost production value. Let me know what you guys think. Meanwhile, it's been Thomas of Great Northwest Weaponry. I'll see you all next time.